Hey guys, Dr. Dave here with Inside Out Strength and Performance. We're demonstrating a hip mobility and strength exercise, so an all-in-one package here. Great for a warm-up for squat movements, for any kind of lower body movements. This is going to be our high lunge with rotation. Lindsay is going to be helping to demonstrate for us, our always good model here. So what she's going to do is, she's going to get in this high lunge position. As you can see, both hands drop inside that knee. This back leg kicks straight, flexing that quad tight. And before she even starts, so start from that neutral position, she's going to actively use these hip muscles to drive that knee up without lifting the foot at all. So she pushes that knee out and keeps that position the whole time. So she's going to actively, this isn't a passive stretch, she's actively pulling into that knee out position throughout the whole movement. And that might be a challenge for some of us to start, but to add the next piece to that, she's going to add in a rotation to each side. So she's going to look up, eyes follow the hand as she rotates up. Notice how this knee position doesn't change as she lifts. And you can do 5 in a row on one side, or you can alternate right hand, left hand for that as we go. So we want to do both sides for that. And you'll notice the turning away from the knee that's up is going to be more challenging to keep that knee position. So you'll feel a little more of that stability kicking in, trying to figure out what's going on, but still want to be actively driving that knee out as she rotates to the side there. Good, let's flip head, turning this way and show that one from the side. Yep. So she's in this high lunge position. That knee's pushed out. As you can see, that back leg is long and straight. She's flexing that quad tight, trying to keep that leg long as she rotates up and then alternating sides. She's actively pulling this knee out as she goes. So a regression for that, if we're just too tight, or if we're having a hard time balancing with that, she can drop that knee down to the ground. Everything else stays the same, so we're still focusing on pushing this front knee out as she rotates side to side. So that's going to be a little less of a stability challenge from a balance and strength standpoint, but it's still a great starting point if you're just getting used to that movement. The key here is driving that knee out the whole time. Thanks for demonstrating, Lindsay. So why that one's so important is we look at things like bottom position to squat, and we tend to see the knee wanting to roll in. Now, some degree of, so knee valgus isn't always a bad thing. It gets a bad rep, but it's when it's extreme and uncontrolled in the bottom position of a squat, when we're jumping and landing, when that knee wants to roll in, that arch collapses, and we see that hip position in a rolled in position too. So by doing this, we're really working on screwing those hips into the ground, creating that torque to drive those knees out, which is going to help create a nice, strong lower body position from foot up to ankle, knee, hip, and all the way up. So not only is this a better position for just better joint position, but also more power out of this position, more ability to use those big muscles that we got in our legs. So give this a try. A good starting point is about 5 rotations per side with that, really driving that knee out. Work this into a warm-up, see how those hips feel, and see how you perform on your next day. Try it out, and as always, let us know if you guys have any questions. Talk to you soon.